Basta.
You told me to do 4. I don't do 4. Do 4. Do 4. What do you need to do 4? I just need to do 1. Do 4. Hey, do it again.
Listen, I went down to camp before he fought. His focus and the level of, intense training he was doing. And I said, I don't know it all. When he explained that to me, I was just like, yeah, you're right. Let me back up a little bit and just tell him what I see.
Yeah.
More so than trying to coach him into being this fighter that I want them to be.
Being a version of you.
Yeah.
Terence Crawford had been left surprised by just how intense Manny Pacquiao's brutal training routine is as he prepares for a massive showdown with Floyd Mayweather. Pacquiao has taken his preparation to another level since the rematch with Floyd was officially confirmed, with new footage revealing him training in an intense and aggressive manner. Terence Crawford has also been spotted in Pacquiao's camp, where he's been joining him for tough early morning runs and demanding gym workouts. Manny Pacquiao is known for his love of road work, often training with a big group around him, drawing energy from the atmosphere, while sticking to a strict and disciplined routine with his team.
Oh my God.
Pacquiao's gym trainer says he trains like a machine, constantly surprising everyone around him with his non-stop energy, strong discipline, and incredibly intense workout routine.
9, 30, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 1, 2, up, 5, 6.
I'm watching you guys.
9,
Up.
Let's go.
Away from me, right? Help me out here.
Up.
I know.
Up. We're young.
26, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40.
Up.
Chris Algieri praised Manny Pacquiao as a powerful and one-of-a-kind fighter, saying no one else boxes quite like him. He called Pacquiao truly special and even described him as the best opponent he's ever faced, placing him among boxing's all-time greats because of his skill, rhythm, and remarkable career.
He's working hard. He ran an hour. He did a whole...
We've been 22 years.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying
He ran.
he's a machine. He ran an hour. He did strength and conditioning with you, which is not
He
easy.
ran the hour. He didn't realize that this gets a bit harder. And as we increase the rounds to this, he's going to pull back on the runs a little bit. Now he knows.
He did strength and conditioning with you. He went all out. He worked hard, and now he's doing 1,600 sit-ups.
Yeah, well,
He's a machine.
yeah.
What kind of machine is he?
Huh?
What kind of machine?
Crazy machine. I don't know. He will, but as we increase this, we'll pull the running back shorter, faster. But you know, he knows. So now he knows what the training's about. We increase the train, we increase the stations, change it up all the time, so it's continually shocking his system, and we'll get the good results.
It was a great workout this morning. He worked hard, as he always does. And the whole team's here. You feel the energy, the vibe.
Pacquiao says being back in training camp has recharged him, adding that his passion for boxing still burns strong. And he believes his journey in the sport is far from finished.
What was the most difficult thing to adjust to or get used to with Pacquiao in the ring?
I mean, nobody fights like him. It's very difficult to prepare for. It took Marquez 4 fights to figure him out. You know, and Marquez is one of the fastest thinkers in the game. And it's just such a difficult guy to zone in on. I always felt like just as I was getting my crosshairs on him, he would change his rhythm. He's a very rhythmic fighter. He uses broken rhythm very, very well. And yeah, adjustments on the fly, which is what I think all the best fighters in the world do. All the top guys I fought made vast adjustments along the way. So yeah, Manny's he's special, as is Floyd.
His power, where did it rank among the fighters that you faced?
Not the hardest, but also very hard. You know, Keith Thurman famously said he's got bricks for hands. It's very true. So you get bricks for hands plus fast hands, plus punches you don't see, makes him a very dangerous puncher. But he wouldn't say he was the hardest. Ruslan hit, I believe, way harder. He was crunching power. But in terms of a guy with fast hands who has hard hands, but also punches from angles that are hard to see, very, very...
Pacquiao says he's more motivated than ever, making it clear he's not looking for easy fights just for the payday. Instead, he's focused on pushing himself and continuing to grow and solidify his legacy in boxing.
Excited and feeling like I'm young.
Do you feel you have something to prove in this fight, Manny? I know you've accomplished so much, but do you feel you personally you want to show something to the world or prove something?
Oh yeah, it's a challenge that they might think that oh, Manny's career is over and he's old like that. So something wrong that I need to prove it, and I'm not done yet. And
why do you feel that way? Because you've achieved so much. You've done everything. You're a Hall of Famer. Where is that coming from? The need to want to show people, like, no, I'm not done yet. Like, well, why can't you just be like, nah, I can do whatever I want. I've done everything.
You know, I can easily fight a easy opponent or non-boxers. I can easily pick a easy to win, but I pick the best because I want to add more in my legacy of accomplishment.
However, many critics have brushed off the rematch between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Manny Pacquiao, saying that despite all the hype, it feels like a bout between two aging fighters.
In talking with your team, they've told me that they've seen you more hungry, more driven, more focused. Why not fight a YouTuber? Why not take an easy fight? You know, like at 42, you're taking on arguably either the best or a 1A or 1B welterweight in the world. Why not go fight a Logan Paul, a Jake Paul, and make a lot of money and not have a hard fight?
I mean, the question is, what's that for in your legacy? In my legacy, no, I want to fight the best so that can be added to my league.
Veteran trainer Ronnie Shields says fans shouldn't be surprised if Manny Pacquiao gets the better of Floyd Mayweather Jr. in their rematch. He highlights Pacquiao's explosive speed and non-stop pressure as key strengths that have caused serious problems for Mayweather inside the ring.
Mayweather and Pacquiao are fighting again. What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, it's two legends / two old men who are fighting each other. You know, they haven't been very active. It's a big money grab. I'm gonna say it like this: I don't hate it because the division is actually moving. It's not like they're fighting for a title and keeping guys out of the way. They're fighting each other. They both make a lot of money, and it's going to bring so much nostalgia for both of their careers in the build-up. For those 2 months when we're leading up to Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao 2, all we're going to do is watch and talk about their fights. And I love that. I love that idea because I think they're two stalwarts in our sport. And in terms of them fighting each other, I don't know. I don't think they're ever going to put on a barn-burning performance, especially when they're damn near 50. But I don't know. I'm not super mad at it. I actually am looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to.
While acknowledging Floyd Mayweather's intelligence and defensive mastery, Shields says the outcome will come down to strategy and execution on fight night. He adds that if Pacquiao sticks to the right game plan and keeps up the pressure, he has the tools to make the fight very competitive and possibly even win.
Tough fight for both guys, and look, it's hard to pick a winner for me on that fight because Pacquiao is a slick, fast, strong.
Shields believes age won't be the deciding factor when it comes to Manny Pacquiao. Instead, he says determination, experience, and the hunger to win will matter much more inside the ring. He adds that Pacquiao's mindset and drive can easily outweigh any age concerns, keeping him as dangerous as ever. He also admits it's very hard to predict the outcome, pointing out that both fighters have what it takes to win, and everything will come down to strategy and execution on fight night.
He's a pressure fighter, and I mean, man, that's going to be explosive. That's all, and I guess whoever had the best game plan, I think is.
Analyst Chris Algieri believes a rematch between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Manny Pacquiao could be even bigger than their first meeting, which was already one of the most historic fights in boxing. He expects a second bout to draw huge global attention, especially with both legends stepping back in for another chapter. However, Algieri still favors Mayweather come out on top again, pointing to his defensive mastery, high ring IQ, and his ability to capitalize on opponents' mistakes, something he's done throughout his unbeaten career. While he respects Pacquiao's aggression and fighting spirit, Algieri feels Mayweather's style remains a tough puzzle to solve, making him the favorite once more.
I wouldn't say younger is always better. Experience is probably the best thing. But, the determination, I think, is going to be a big factor in this fight. And, look, it's hard to pick a winner. I mean, it really is. It's going to be a great fight and a tough fight. And I definitely want to be there.
Reports suggest that the rematch between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Manny Pacquiao could bring in massive financial returns, making it one of boxing's biggest events of 2026, with speculation about huge payouts for both fighters due to global attention it's attracting. The fight's commercial appeal, especially with it potentially being held at the Sphere and streamed on Netflix, highlights Pacquiao's worldwide star power and the push for fair terms that reward both legends. Even with such enormous money involved, both fighters are said to remain focused on their performance, knowing that elite competition will fuel excitement and strengthen their legacies.
Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather in a real fight in September. Mayweather's putting his 50-0 on the line on Netflix. How big is that, and who wins?
I think it's a big fight. It might actually be a better fight than the first one. I famously went on record and said that Manny Pacquiao's style was no good for Floyd. I mean, Manny Pacquiao would not be able to beat Floyd because the styles just didn't match up. And it was right after I fought him where I said that, because I could just see where there were spots where Floyd, his fundamental skills, his boxing style, his ability to control space and pace would have given Manny a lot of trouble. And sure enough, when they fought, they did. But how much is left of both of these guys? We saw Manny in the Barrios fight. Very impressive that he went 12. But again, he had a guy in Barrios who didn't step on it. He let Manny dictate and fight for portions of the round. And Floyd's been pretty active. He's been fighting exhibitions over the last couple of years. Not 10-rounders, not with really dangerous opponents, but I feel like they're probably in a pretty similar area right now in terms of their momentum. But, I don't know, man. It might be